Welcome, and thanks for joining us for this special announcement. For nearly 25 years, ESPN and the SEC have been national media partners. And it was just announced today that the SEC and ESPN have reached a new 10-year agreement. So starting in 2024, ESPN will be the SEC's exclusive media rights holder for all SEC sports. This means that the SEC football championship will be on ABC, as well as some of the conference's greatest rivalries on ABC and ESPN in both football and in basketball. And then in 2021 and 2022, some great non-conference games even on ESPN+. So much to be excited about, so much to look forward to. Let's take a look at all of it coming your way.
The mightiest conference in the land, the power brokers in the game, the Southeastern Conference.
Undoubtedly, undisputed, the greatest fans in all of college football.
I got something for y'all.
Oh my goodness! What a hit! Ball's free! Desperation heave into traffic, off his head! A crazy carry and a touchdown! Lowen fires to the end zone. Touchdown! Alabama wins!
It's about to get crazy in here. This is going to be wild.
Cue up the Sports Center top 10. That was nasty.
These are the ones you come in, you sit down, you get ready early because you want to see who smacks who in the mouth first.
You cannot throw the football any better than this.
It's a conference that's been the most dominant in college football for the last several years.
He ran the missed field goal back. Auburn has won the Iron Bowl.
Never shoot Tigers going to war. 1, 2, 3.
So there you have it. Coming in 2024, ESPN will be the exclusive media rights holder of all SEC sports. We're now thrilled to welcome in SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey and ESPN Executive Vice President of Programming and Acquisitions, Burke Magnus. We begin with you, SEC Commissioner. Talk to me about this deal and what this agreement does to benefit the individual schools, but also the student athletes.
Our athletic programs are embedded in our university campuses, and really there are three parts of the support that is derived on those university campuses. One, we have had science buildings, scholarships funded, faculty positions supported by our athletics programs. Within those athletics programs, even though we're focused in this agreement on football and men's basketball, right now I walk out of my office and I see 7 national championship trophies. Football, baseball is part of it, but cross country, and that support is very important. And then that flows to our student athletes. To support that success, more and more is expected of us in intercollegiate athletics. And so the ability to meet the challenges of mental wellness support, of adapting learning opportunities in a new environment, of supporting the overall physical health of young people, helping them make career transition, all of that is derived from the support, some of it tied to our media rights, and the ability to know what our future will look like with that Disney logo next to the SEC logo is really a special moment for me, knowing what it means for our future.
Yeah, Burke, what does ESPN gain with a long-term deal so far out?
Well, Laura, it's great for the Walt Disney Company. It's great for ESPN. I mean, this is really a 1 + 1 = 3 deal. Everybody's going to benefit, and Greg named some of the constituents. Obviously, ESPN from a business perspective, SEC from an exposure perspective, student athletes getting in front of as many people as possible, and the institutions for advancing their mission. So we're really excited at the prospect of having all the SEC content in one place, and now including ABC on the broadcast network side, ESPN Plus on our emerging direct-to-consumer business, to be able to be flexible with scheduling to advantage maximum exposure, but also fan convenience is really some of the key elements to this. 2,000 events annually now in the combined agreements. And lest I forget, there's the SEC Network, which is the full-time 24/7, 365 home for SEC content, which is critically important as well. So having it all in one place will advantage all of us to advance the cause of the SEC and their institutions.
Yeah, the ESPN Plus component so huge, to your point. Greg, why did the SEC decide to go with this exclusive arrangement with ESPN?
Well, the lead up to this moment is years in the making, a lot of thought, and a lot of that thought directed us towards the approach of our fans. And the ability to be consistent across platforms under the Disney heading, ABC, ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN Plus now, the SEC ESPN network, allows us to set some things in advance for our fans to know, for instance, during the summertime, right around half of our kickoff times. That helps bring people into our venues, which helps make those games more and more intense and exciting. For us, the ability to present an entire day across platforms, moving away from some of the exclusivity we've experienced in our current agreements, was an asset. Also, knowing that it's not simply broadcast TV or cable or satellite TV or even this new digital experience that we all enjoy. None of those are exclusive silos. We have to be attached to a sophisticated company that has all of those assets. And we'll be presenting SEC content through all of those assets. In fact, for us, this was an opportunity to actually have more presentation of SEC football games and men's basketball games via a broadcast network, ABC in this case. And all of that helps us address, engage our fans in a modern era and actually present our games in very much a seamless fashion moving forward.
Yeah, the spotlight, the exposure for these student athletes, so crucial in all of this as well. Burke, you mentioned the flexibility scheduling-wise, and I want you to expound on that. It's unprecedented flexibility. What are the benefits there for ESPN?
Well, for us, it's about maximizing exposure, putting the biggest games and the best matchups in the best places to maximize audience. But there's a fan component to it as well. Greg referenced it. You know, in the previous setup, we have to work around the entire process in football has to work around that first selection, which delays timing and contains some exclusivities that now get stripped away. And frankly, from being able to lock in kick times on a much earlier time frame is advantageous to fans. To being able to react as best we can to institutions who would prefer playing in prime time or playing in the afternoon, depending on the circumstance, to be respectful of campus traditions as much as possible. But at the end of the day, for us, it's about getting as many eyeballs and expanding the audience for SEC content, and being able to do that in a seamless fashion across the assets of one company really is the thing that excites us. Like I said, it's a sort of a win-win-win and a 1 + 1 = 3. But at the end of the day, it's going to be a boon for SEC fans, the institutions, the student athletes, and us from a business perspective.
Yeah, it's music to my ears. Thank you guys so much for joining us. And if you can't tell, we're so excited about this. Let's take a look at the great history of this partnership. ABC aired SEC Football Championship from 1992 to 2000, and then ESPN became the national cable partner in 1996 of the SEC. Of course, the SEC Network launched in 2014. Maria Taylor sharing the desk with Dari Noka there, and so many exciting things have happened in this great partnership that we continue now as we welcome in some of the biggest names in all of college football, Maria Taylor, Reese Davis, and Kirk Herbstreit. And I want to start with you, Herbie, because as the voice of Saturday Night Football, you'll now see some of the biggest marquee games on ESPN and on ABC, Florida, Georgia, the Iron Bowl, the list goes on and on. As an analyst, what are you most excited for to be able to call these big games?
The list goes on and on. Just keep saying those games. Just keep saying them. I just cannot believe what a big deal and big opportunity this is for ESPN and ABC. We've been lucky. I've been doing that Saturday night package now for 15 years. Started back in 06, and we've had a lot of huge moments and great moments, but I'll be very honest, it was College Game Day, travels to so many big games in the SEC, LSU, Alabama, you mentioned the Iron Bowl, the SEC Championship, just so many marquee matchups that you're in there for the morning, and then you fly off to go to another site, and to think to have an opportunity to call some of these games in the conference that I've always had so much respect for is just, I can't even really put it into words what a huge opportunity this is for our company. And I know everybody is incredibly excited and appreciative of this relationship that we've already had, but just kind of taking it to a whole different level.
Yeah, there's a reason why we're all smiling ear to ear here. And Maria, you were a two-sport student athlete at Georgia, so you know all about the spotlight that is on these student athletes. How excited are you for just what's going to come to their lives as student athletes now with this deal beginning in 2024?
Yeah, Laura, it just reminds me that the SEC to me is so much more than just competition. Like, it's really about opportunities. I know, being a former student athlete of the SEC, that I'm able to do the job that I do today because I went to the University of Georgia, because I was able to be a part of the SEC Network launch in 2014. And now to be able to have like the whole kit and caboodle of the SEC football package, to be able to say, you know, we're going to play our SEC championship game on the ESPN ABC family of networks. That's going to mean a lot to these college students who we have seen have a very big impact. I mean, we've seen what they've been able to do as we're looking at the currents of change, and their voices are going to continue to be amplified, as well as the play that we've come to know and expect from the SEC. So I'm really excited as a former SEC alum to continue to see that partnership growing between the place that I work and the place that I feel like I grew up and matured to become the person I am today. And it's just such a fun and exciting announcement to hear, and hopefully looking forward to in the coming years.
Yeah, Maria, I cannot wait to see you on the call of a big ABC game between the hedges. It's going to be pretty good stuff right there. Reese, as the host of College Game Day, and Herbie mentioned this, you know, a lot of times you guys be on campus and then maybe they would go somewhere else. But now the entire day on ESPN networks, and also as an Alabama alum, Reese, just what does it say about the strength of the SEC that this is the partnership we'll be seeing from a broadcast standpoint?
You know, I think you look at the SEC, Laura, and you look at the dominance that they've had in the last decade and a half in winning national championships, and that is largely a product of the passion and the environment and the importance that all of the institutions put on excellence in all aspects, but particularly in football. So we couldn't be more excited. I think it's a great partnership, a great opportunity for us to use a lot of synergy to be able to tell stories throughout the day, to cover it from the very start of the morning on College Game Day all the way through the final game being played that night on one of the ESPN platforms. And for us personally, I mean, you know this, when you go to an event where you are covering the entire thing, there's just a real different type of energy. There are more opportunities, and I don't know that there's anywhere in the country, in fact, I know there aren't more places in the country where they love football more than they do in the SEC. And for College Game Day to be able to start in the morning at all of these great venues, to have the huge games, to have all of the rivalry games in the SEC, and to be able to carry it through the day, whether it's on ESPN, ESPN2, SEC Network, or any of our platforms, ESPN Plus, it's a really exciting opportunity for us. And I'm really fired up about making sure that we're at those great rivalry games every year.
Yeah, it gives me chills just to think about what this all is going to look like. An incredibly special day for ESPN. This storied partnership continues in an even bigger way. And as an SEC alum myself, I'm so incredibly thrilled to show the passion of this great conference right here on ESPN. Thank you all so much for joining us, and thank you for watching.